Hello, welcome back to one of my Sofia First WTF Moments. Season 3, Episode 5. I'm not sure if I said last time, this is an hour-long premiere. I messed up. This isn't the hour-long premiere. That's coming out later in Season 3, but this is the Secret Library. That's all the intro. I was a girl in the village doing alright. They became a princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my new family. In a school that's just for royalty. A whole enchanted world is waiting for me. It's gonna be my time to show 'em all that I'm Sofia the First. So this episode starts off with Sofia racing. It's almost gone. And here comes Aunt Tilly's carriage. And she goes, "Hey, Sofia, mind if I join you for a flight?" It's Aunt Tilly. And I'm not sure who else passed her. It says, "Oh, what's the rush?" She said, "Racing, but it's okay. We'll get next time." So she asked Aunt Tilly, "So how long are you staying for?" "Oh, just long enough." Long enough for what? For her house to be remodeled or something? Because we saw in the last episode Aunt Tilly has a house. So Aunt Tilly does not live with the royal family of Enchantia. Confirmed. That's been confirmed several times. We know she doesn't live with them. Well, she stays with them. Nothing wrong with that. If you never stay with your family, that's a big you problem right there, and you need to get that settled. I'm just saying, I stay with my family sometimes. I do. It's weird. If you go visit your family, you're like, "Oh yeah, we'll just stay at a hotel." I mean, if you're visiting your family for we'll get together for each other for a week or a few days. I mean, if it's a one-day thing and you're just passing through a town, that's different. Like I went to see my aunt. My grandpa, who I decided to stay with for a little bit when I went to go visit him for his birthday, I actually stayed at his house. And when I visit my grandmother, I stay at her house too. I used to stay at my grandma's house every Christmas because we want to spend Christmas together. Remember, spend Christmas with your family. Do not spend it alone because that's just sad. So anyways, she said, "So tell me, Sofia, did you finish the book I gave you? It's only made chapter 12. Does anyone never know how many kings and queens there were of Enchantia?" And then Tilly says, "There's a lot of history in these old walls." I said, "Wait till you get to chapter 17. That's my favorite." But you should keep reading because, knowledge is the key to everything. So Sofia's reading the book. He says, chapter 17, Behind the Walls. And there's a book inside the book. So Claire said, "So what'd you do?" And she said, "Claire, I found this book inside my book." You don't hear that very often. And then said, "Do you know there's secret tunnels in the castle?" So Behind the Walls is also named the little book too. Why is there a little book inside that one? You could just write the extra chapters. I'm just saying, right there, write a whole separate book. We're going to find out why it's important. So, this is my favorite part of the whole series because, she's telling Clara, "Did you know there was a secret passageways in the castle?" He says, "How do you think I get in here?" So she looks inside the hole into her amulet turns blue and says, "It's never turned blue before." No, we've never seen that. Out of the series I've done on this channel, Sofia's amulet has been purple and pink. You're all like, "Well, we haven't gone down past season 3 yet." No, but I did land first. Elena Valvalor first. I did that one first. So the amulet changed to pink in that movie. So we've seen Sofia's amulet go from pink and purple. We've never seen blue. It changes to a lot of different colors. Green and pink, white, a bunch of different colors. But blue is one of the ones that's also common, like purple and pink sometimes. Now you explain why it's a problem. Because, she says, "I wish I could see in there." And he says, "She better not rabbit size." I said, "But I could. My only game power is shrink, remember?" So she only wished to be small and walk straight. And Laura said, "Are you sure you want to peek around here? Some of the pathways go all the way under the castle." Sounds like fun. So not as fun as stay up here and take a nap. So I'll be right back. Will you? You all the way around under the castle, you're not sure. I don't know how Clover gets in there. because this passageway goes to water and goes pretty far back. So I don't know how or why Clover's never mentioned this, or does he go a different way? I have no clue. So she always wishes to be big again because, like, the first few steps since you can stand up in there, and the amulet keeps going blue again. So she walks down the stairs and there's a little lake, and the amulet glows, and a boat appears with a purple amulet on it. The amulet was pink. And this place with the boat is a lot older than Elena's kingdom. We were shown that in the last episode. Elena's book may be there. Her story. But who knows how old these stories were? Is the first story keeper, was he able to look in the future? I don't know. Because in the last episode he says he built it and filled it with tales that were not yet finished. So how does that work? I don't get. If you don't know what the story keeper is, I'll get into that momentarily. So she goes off in the boat. It's making me think, if the amulet belonged to Elena, why is the boat got the amulet on it? This guy didn't own it. Did he make the amulet first? Because I think the amulet would have been made in Maru. Because, you're like, well, it's the amulet of Avalor. Yeah, so was the Scepter of Light that was made in Maru. So, like, let's say we got a coin here that is like 1783. And we're still using that. It's an American coin. Oh, well, I think that was made back in England. Same thing. I mean, maybe it was made in England back then, but it still was American. We can still use American money. As you know, we live in the United States of America with Uncle Sam and Homer are here. Yeah, I'm just showing off my new shirt at this point. So anyway, she sails off, and it is not a regular boat trip. Just so you know, she still has a book. I don't know what the point was of her carrying the book there, but I guess she just carried it. Lucky, because she's going to need it later. So anyways, she's there, and it shows, like, a little tree, and, a cottage from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Okay, this raises a lot of questions. Did England sink into the ground and they built on over it? Maybe. Next up, we see Cinderella's palace, and there's, it's inside where she runs off, where he goes, Mademoiselle, Signorina, she keeps running. And then we see on a pedestal, on a pillow, the glass slippers. And then we see the rose from Beauty and the Beast in the castle. Rapunzel's hair in tower. And then we hear dun, dun, dun. Like, and boom, all this Arabian music with gold and the lamp from Aladdin. We see a bunch of, like a little lake where with lightning bugs, where the Little Mermaid took place. They hear like jazz music in the bayou, and even we see the lanterns from Rapunzel. I've done down shorts, and at last I see the light. And then we even have I have those in the background of that short. I like that a lot. My mom's favorite scene in the movie, by the way. And then we see, like, icicles and snow. And then we see bow and arrow. There's one to target and the other one splitting through it. Y'all remember that? I'm mad that Frostboy said Clendon broke, and I'll be shooting from my own hand, and beats all these guys. Remember this. If Clendon Brook is in danger, I am not calling these guys who don't know what the heck they're doing and don't know how to shoot to save it. What man doesn't know how to shoot? Me personally, I'm probably not that good at shoot, but I can play darts pretty good. I have not tried to actually shoot an arrow, but that's all they have. These guys don't know how to shoot. I don't know why. Well, at least Merida knows how to shoot, or we'd all be lost. Because Sofia doesn't know how to shoot. I mean, best of my knowledge. She hasn't taken archery classes, and we saw how bad she shoots in Curly Arrow. I'm telling you, if for some reason Sofia was to shoot an arrow through an arrow like Merida did, I'm gonna be like, whoa, when did this happen? We're gonna move on because there's a lot to cover this episode. So it's all the princess, and this is one thing. For some reason, you hear dum 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 native drums. It's Pocahontas' kingdom. Now, where she's saying goodbye to John Smith, the rock where she's waving to him bye, and he waves goodbye to her too. I've seen every single Sofia the First series and every movie so far, and Pocahontas has never showed up. There's no point of her showing up in this next season's upcoming that I've heard of. They should, if they're going to add this. Right now, at this current moment in time, I have a problem with this because we never see Pocahontas. Why would Sofia need Pocahontas? That movie is about protecting the world and racism. Has that ever passed Sofia? I have no clue. I don't think so. Because she's good friends with Kari and respects the earth as it is. And Latchme and Cleo and Hildegard, every Arab princess that's got a different color other than white. So, yeah. I don't know why this would ever become a problem, or even respecting the planet. Why would she need Pocahontas? She doesn't. So why the heck does that even show up? You're like, well, Joy, Frozen hasn't shown up yet. I know, but we see in future episodes. Merida's going to be in this one later. So it's not like it's a princess we've never seen before. Now, all that did was get us excited for, oh my gosh, we're going to see Pocahontas, or we're going to see Anna and Elsa. Y'all are going to be very disappointed because we never see Anna or Elsa or Pocahontas. So, if that's why you're watching Sofia the First, stop now because you're not going to see him. You're better off watching Frozen 1 or 2 or Pocahontas 1 or 2, Journey to the New World. Or that's what you'd be better off watching if you really are looking for them. Not Sofia. Even though the villain's relics, well, I don't know if they can have relics, is used in those movies. So anyways, it stops at her platform, and all this water sprays up, like cleaning off the steps. And she's, she opened the door, I need a key. Mentioning the book, and the angle glows, and she goes, knowledge is the key to everything. So she places it in the keyhole, the book, it opens up, and that's the thumbnail. She stood from the castle and said, where am I? And then Aunt Tilly says, the secret library. Aunt Tilly, how'd you find this place? And the elevator starts going back down. Said, same way as you, my dear. Although I did 30 years ago. Said, you've been here before? So, many times. So you're telling me, so he had to go through all that brouhaha, which took up 5 minutes of this movie to do, when Aunt Tilly could have just led her to the library? How does she get to the library? Because there's 3 entranceways. So I guess every room has one. Just Sophia's has the little way. So she said, the amulet of Avalor led you just like it led me here when I wore it. Oh, sorry. So she said, we got much to do. And said, you see all those, so we want to see if you have what it takes to be the next story keeper. And the story keeper said, see all those books on the wall? Well, most of them don't have endings yet. It's been my job to go out and find whoever story's about and help them finish it. And I'm hoping that job will be yours. Said, what makes you think I can do it? Then said, the answer's right around your neck. So if you had the amulet of Avalor led you here, just like it led me here when I wore it. Said, you were the amulet? Said, yes, many years ago I was a young princess. That's how I knew you would be next story keeper. Then passing on my little tests. So, and all since she met Sofia in great adventures, been leading up to this moment. So, Lord, how about you, Sofia? Specifically looking at her, asking her to watch the mansion. I get now. Honestly, I'm thinking, Tilly could make it a lot less complex than that, like smaller tasks. And she already helped Tilly finish her story with Sir Bartleby. Where's he at? Don't worry, they get married. They didn't break up or anything yet. Maybe he still isn't a chance and they live in separate houses right now? I don't know. If any of y'all were upset about that in Mind the Manor, I was too. So anyways, then says the book's library starts shaking and said, ooh, this fun. The library is your first story. So it comes down and says, open it. Did all books, because see, most books I've ever read had the title on the front of it. I Feel Skitty and Winks chapters 1, 2, 3 and the Holy Bible. Did all of them back then you just have a cool cover you open up and then there was the name of it? Or is that just some books and these are the ones apparently? I don't know. Answer if you know that. So it was like a movie because it goes in this thing and it's showing like, picture, book drawing said, it was called The Tale of Wild Wing Valley. And it said, there once was a horse named Massimo. That he lived at the royal stable with his mother, brother, and daughter. Okay? And said, but he was never happy. And then one night, a visiting horse told Massimo about a place called Wild Wing Valley where flying horses roam free. Massimo knew he had to find this valley. So he said goodbye to his mother, brother, and father, who loved living in the castle there and said why he was leaving. And so he said, oh, that's him, it's Massimo's his brother. Oh, some things you learn from books. And so he saw in this picture, he's like, with his tongue out. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it says, but on the way there, he was captured by knights of Borea, whereas he has been held hostage to this very day. He was taken to Castle Prince Rock, where he's been held against his will to this very day. And so, wait, where's the end of the story? Sofia, were you not paying attention to what Tilly just said? So now it's your job to go and finish it. But I don't even know where I would start. And so you can start with something more adventurous. That's not what I meant. Said, how about this? I'll come with you this one time. Yeah, it needs help, Tilly, to figure this out. So it says, maybe it's your help what's going on. So we're going to your brother. We gotta go. No, wait, where are we going? And how did you know at first? I was out of the way. And so he said, are you talking to your horse, Sofia? And said, oh, the amulet gave me power to talk to animals. Oh, so you're okay sharing this information with Tilly because Tilly wore the dang thing. See how it is, Sofia, but you don't tell your dad. I don't think Roland knows. I've been thinking when I watched it, he knew, but I don't know anymore. I'm not sure. I mean, you're thinking, well, Tilly is Roland's sister. Yeah, James and Sofia are Amber's siblings. James and Amber are Sophia's siblings, and she never told them. And she told Amber, let's tell what happened then, so she doesn't remember that. So I'm not counting that Amber knows until later in season 4. That's when I'm going to start counting it. But I'm not counting it for right now. And Roland's like, oh my God, Sofia. I mean, like, he never knew. So I don't think he knew. I always thought he knew somehow, but in season 4, forever I don't think he knew. So, she says, until he said, oh, I should know. Amy gave me all kind of powers when I wore it, so I suppose I should introduce my horse to Tina. It's nice to meet you, Tina. And that's it. Athena doesn't talk to Larry and said, come on, let's take the tail off at her. So they go there and it says right across the Grilling Gorge to Strainway Channel. So they sneak in through the guard, one of the knights, and they said that this is Massimo, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you too. After you took off and left us for no reason, you even sent the postcard. He said, hey, I had my reasons. And then we came here saying it's like the nicest stable ever. And said, we even have heated stalls. We have my stall here is to have a dragon sound fire. He said, yeah, it's nice in here, but Cozy Cage is still a cage. He said, it's not a cage, it's a royal stable, and you're lucky to be here. So rather be free. And so here we go again. Said, maybe we can talk about this after. So Tilly sees it. Sofia found him and then says, it's locked. And he goes, hello there. I said, do I know you? Not yet. I'm Prince Sofia of Enchantia. He said, I didn't know you were expecting visitors today, Gavin. We weren't sorry. Oh, well, guess I always welcome. Although I usually knock first. I am Prince Roderick. And then says, how do you do? And so I was just about to take my horse for a spin. He said, I ain't quite taking me yet, but I'm sure, He'll start too. Says, no, and let that guy ride me. And said, Prince Rock, that's why we're here. Massimo, you mean Thundercloud here? So can you believe that name? And said, your nice captain doesn't want to be here. He said, this is the nicest thing in the world. Until he said, that may be so, but he's not your horse. I beg differ. We found him falling loose in my kingdom 3 months ago. No rhymes, no markings. I believe the expression is finders, keepers. True. But he said, "They want me all to take a horse for a spin and go for a jolly ride." So he opens it and says, "Prepare the rope, Gavin," because he's about to rope him in. And so Gavin's about to rope in the horse, and Sofia grabs him and goes, "Fly for it, Massimo!" So I'm gonna tell y'all that ring was my mom's phone. I just handed it to her. Sorry about that. Anyways, so we're gonna continue on with the movie. Anyways, so he's they're flying off and then said, "Hey, you want to come out and down with me?" And says, "Where we're going to go now because they're chasing us." He goes, "Ha ha ha, hunting we would go, Gavin." So he says, "Until you're getting inside, I got just things to slow them down." So they had these silly string on me. He says, "I can't fly straight, ruin my suit." So he's saying, "You're faster. You say, think about racing? We've run a few races." "Well, I'm still angry at you." So, "I don't know why you're so mad at me, miss." "Yeah, because finance value is all you care about. Everything you should know." So, miss, watch out. And whoa, Sofia. Until he caught her and said, "You're lucky she's okay." "Look, missing. That's why, watch out." And then says, "Catch him." And said, "Great, I fly to pool." "Should we let the run go?" "No, keep him, teach our little princess a lesson." So the prince caught them, and they said, "We lost your bag. All we have is an umbrella." "The umbrella can be mired into sword, Sofia." Roddick would never use that because if he were to use a sword, let's say he doesn't hurt Sofia, that's attempted regicide, and he wouldn't do that. He's a prince. I think she understands. So she says, "Oh, we're never gonna find it. We're doomed." "Then have I got your attention?" Arrow says, "Merida, hey, can I help you, Sofia?" Said, that you know that Massimo can't find his way to Valley, and so now you can help him unless you know where Tilly's bag is. "Oh, you don't need a whole bag of tricks. You're searching for the wrong thing in the wrong place. What you need can be found within you." So what's that? The belief that you can save them yourself. So she's saying that's it, that she's still getting used to being a princess. How is she going to finish all the stories in the library if she can't finish this one? And she goes, "Even though I've just begun to somehow get these stories done, how can I aim so high without everyone? Now I feel like I'm a mistake, thinking there must be some mistake. I can't see why she chose me when I don't have what it takes." Mary said, "You can think all you want about your doubts. We all have them, but you'll somehow wipe those doubts away. If you believe in yourself and what you can do, just down on your aim will always be true." So she grabs the arrow and shoots it into the tree. So when she shoots the arrow in the tree, Sofia shoots it, goes right through, like when she did the movie. When did this happen? We got a lot to cover, and I really don't care at this point. So she goes, "I can save the day, make everything okay." And she jumps on Athena, and Tilly is right there staying next to Mary. I guess she's met her because she's taking care of powers. I'm sure summoned some princess for her. Maybe Pocahontas was summoned for Tilly. I don't know why Tilly would have any problem with her, but we're going to move on with that. I don't know if Honor Elsa Dexter knew her. Well, Mary is a little bit older, but not by much. So yeah, could be. So, I mean, we don't know what the timeline the princesses went in and then to where Sofia is. So, we don't know. So, anyways, Athena said, "Hey, I hate to be a stickler for details, but do you make sure of a plan? Let's hope the umbrella's mightier than the sword." "I don't think it's a good plan." Said, "Now give me this, but go as quiet as you can." Said, "Go into stealth mode." So, they were securing them to fly back, and, he was like, "I can't stand being tied up like this." And Massimo said, "Now every day I feel like a horse stall." So he said, "I couldn't stay in place where I felt kind of all the time." So I understand, I really do. So I'm sorry I was angry. I'm sorry I got you in this. And so do we have to take him back, Allegra? We are royal Tempest, we're royal horses, Tempest. We have to go to Prince Gas. He goes, on to the castle, Tempest. So on to the castle, I guess. So she uses, she gets on Memphis and uses the hook from the umbrella to free him. He says, "Prince Rock." He goes, "Oh, Prince Sophia, said, "Oh, Prince Sophia, you can have your horse back. I still have mine." This is dark for a Disney movie. He pulls out his sword and now fly along on them before someone gets hurt. I'm going to start doing this at every movie. I'm going to start saying what every villain would be charged if they were arrested. So we got horse theft. I'm still counting that as horse theft, even though it's free, because the horses are animate creatures. And then he just pulls out the sword and goes, "Now fly along here before someone gets hurt," and goes, "On guard." He goes, "Oh, I don't really wish you do it that way for raises. You can't be serious. I'll chop that thing in half." You won't get the chance. And she hooks him and he drops him and then rubs him. He goes, Prince Roderick, Calvin, come fetch me. He says, where's Allegro going? Tempest, where's Tempest going? Allegro, throw a ungrateful horse. I guess we're walking tire. So he says, before they left, he says, all the adventures race the battles may be done-ish. I hope lunch is ready to return. I hope lunch is ready when I'm done with this movie because I'm hungry myself. But anyways, they go Wild Wind Valley and says, all I see is a cliff. And said, Sam Valley, remember, until he can't hear horses. Said, Sofia, why are we flying straight towards that cliff? Because Manuel says it's way to the valley. And I believe him. Well, I guess one way or another, we're going to finish this story. He goes, I can't look. It's a cool. I was really deciding what to put in the thumbnail, but I chose this and said, I chose the library. So you cover your eyes 10 minutes. You'll want to see it. It's beautiful. If y'all want to see it, I suggest watching it. Y'all know it's going to be linked in the description down below. And then, he says, I am Masha, the leader of the horses of Wilding Valley. He said, Masma, looking for a long time. Let's hit the skies. And said, hey, you want to stay? And said, I know Masma got wrong, but maybe it's got to go home. I guess we're just horses of a different color. Slightly different. It's just a darker purple. So bye, Masma, fly straight. Fly safe. So then they all go off together and they go back home. And they finish the story. And so what's next? Why don't you have a scene? Find out, Story Keeper. That's it for us. If you're Story YouTube Moments, Season 3, Episode 5. It's your library. This is your true traditional name channel. Don't forget to subscribe to ASMR if you're for channel. Check out some quality channels. But until next time, I'm Jordan Morrison. We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. Bye. I'll see you next video.